Anabel, 2,000 miles. Like talking a minute?
Sure, happy to. Sorry, I'm just drinking Tailwind. I love this stuff. It's full of sugar. It's great. It's such
What is it?
It's Tailwind.
Tailwind.
I've just got my own preferred electrolyte drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never used to be a connoisseur of these things, but you get fussy when you're after you.
Your muscles want it, right? Your body wants it.
Yeah.
So, I talked to you when you were at 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
We did a little interview. Could you believe you did another 1,000 miles since then? Time passes as you just keep moving. I mean, what do you think?
Time is moving.
How do you feel?
Time is moving differently for me. Because I was thinking yesterday, just with the change in dates, that we've been here since August and we're now, what, in October as of today? Would that be right? Or
yeah.
Yesterday.
1st of October, yeah.
It's just moving differently. A month at home feels different to a month here. In some ways, it has gone quickly. I guess, look, I think it's the way I'm conceptualising time. I've stopped thinking in days and weeks, and it's exactly what I think Stutishila said you do at that initial race briefing before we started, which is you're in lap by lap and day by day, and that's, I've got I don't think about split times at all. I don't think about lap times or pace. I sort of see this as a 2-shift-a-day job almost. So
wow.
I do my,
yeah.
I'm very, I guess, process-based around this, and the outcomes are the outcomes, and they tend to fall into place so far. So I just kind of do my morning to 2, and then I do my afternoon. And
so you take one break at 2?
Yeah, I take one break, and I figure, working parents do effectively 2 shifts. God knows people were doing it during COVID. That's kind of how I see it. So time for me has become about my shift, so to speak. Kind of getting through to when I have a break, getting through to when I go home to bed,
right?
And just kind of trying to be in the moment in those other periods, and hoping that the distance I'm getting is roughly where I would like to be, that I'm going to meet the daily minimum mileage. Body and energy levels are holding up fine. I've had this damn blister I'm wrestling with, and I've just got an excellent podiatrist I've been speaking to who's in Australia, so we're just kind of trialling different things to get on top of this blister, because I would like to see the back of it before the rain starts.
Yeah.
Because with rain comes maceration and a ton of other foot issues.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of problem solving and troubleshooting, which is inevitable, and that's an ultra, right? You're very rarely not doing that. So there's been a bit of that. I need to double down on eating again at this point. So, yeah,
What about the challenges? I mean, it seems like you're going smoothly.
Yeah.
You're good at it. It looks easy for people who might see it on video. But I know you had some moments with bad blisters and a few other things.
The blisters have been the challenge.
You fell a few times.
The blisters have definitely been the challenge, and not spiralling downwards because you're frustrated that it's not perfection. Because for me, a lot of this course is perfection. I'm still not bored by it. So the challenge has been to not get frustrated with the fact that the blisters are taking time, with the fact I've had to trial a few different approaches, and also, it's in the moment. I was sitting chairside the other day, dealing with the blister. Everyone's got a solution, and you've just got it. Not all are going to work, and some you've tried and they won't work, or they for a reason, why they won't work. I had a complete stranger come up with FaceTime mate or whatever, and they said, say hello. And for me, I was having a bit of a meltdown crisis with the foot care, and I just couldn't go there. So there's those moments like that where it feels a bit overwhelming and you can't be giving. You normally want to give back to people. It's a two-way exchange. When you're unable to do that, you just can't muster it because you're dealing with something that's frustrating you,
Yeah.
which is what I was. That was probably one of my lowest moments. And then just with the rain, we were waiting on Amazon deliveries. None of the shoes I bought really work. I've gone into these crazy Topo Atmos things that I really like. We were waiting on deliveries, and I sort of knew with the rain, I might run out of shoes. Like seriously run out of shoes that would dry.
Yeah.
I had a team of people with hair dryers drying my shoes. But it did feel like I was sailing close to the wind, and that I could have a problem I couldn't quite fix. In fact, I've had a few supply type issues, just running out of the tape I like to use and not realising that I was about to run out of it. Stuff like that. But then people have been incredibly helpful. Like we've gone to a donut pad for my blister, and Terry from Scotland built my donut pad very quickly, very efficiently, very calmly. He's had experience as a team manager on some of the British teams, and so it was what I needed in that moment, just someone to calmly say, no drama, I'm just going to build your donut pad, which he did. So far the challenges haven't been major or catastrophic. There's that element of fear that I just haven't succumbed to, that thought of these are the kinds of problems that can escalate dramatically, and everyone's just looking at my foot as assuring me we're really not on that path. But there's that thought in the back of your mind, and a lot of it is just letting go of that, or not just choosing consciously. Because that rain day, there's that rainy day, we all had a bad day, everyone was behind. I was just cross the whole day. Yeah. And if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. And it was the first, bad day I've had on this course.
It was hard for everyone, I think.
And that's what I looked. I think even Andrea wasn't having a great day. I thought, well, because he's such a professional, and I really try to model myself in the way he behaves. He is calm no matter what's going on. You don't see him getting petulant or frustrated or any of that. Yeah. So I thought, okay.
And one last question, sorry. Yeah. Because we're almost around the block here. That was a quick one. So when you did 1,000, you still had 2,000 to go, and it might have been a little intimidating. But now that you're almost two-thirds of the way, you're doing well, you have much more hope that you're going to finish well, right?
Yes, and look, every day's a gift. I have no crystal ball. I do not know what's going to happen. At the same time, 2 10-day races seems a lot more manageable psychologically than what I was staring at. And so particularly on the foot care, I couldn't touch my own foot. I couldn't look at it. I had actually gotten to the point where I thought it was an alien trying to destroy my life. Because when you're staring down the barrel of weeks and weeks and weeks, I was at capacity, mental capacity to do the foot. I'm now back able, I'm actively managing my foot and consulting with someone on it, and I couldn't have done that a week or two ago. Yeah. I am now, and it's and that is partly a product of the psychology of only having 2 10 days. That doesn't feel daunting. As I say, I don't know what the body's going to do. But the psychology shifted for me over the last, probably after the rainy day, probably yesterday. Things started
2 days ago,
Yeah, things started to seem manageable, and we'll see.
So you have a little battle scar on your left hand. Let's see.
Oh, I'm clumsy. When do I not fall? My skin is my weak link. It's thin and clammy, and I was worried that kind of not having muscle bulk and these things were going to be my biggest problems. Not having skin is my biggest. It's thin. It's just thin and it's ordinary, and that surprised me. It's my weak link. I'm very clumsy. I have to watch where I'm going a lot.
How about the concrete? I mean, have you ever run this far on hard concrete?
No.
That's not always so even.
When we had the fire drill and we had to, on Grand Central, we really had no choice but to hop onto the tarmac. And it's bliss, that bit of whatever it is, creosote or whatever's in there, it's so soft and bouncy. Yeah. Concrete is harsh.
Yeah, it is.
It's really harsh. Yeah. So.
Well, you're doing really well. We're happy to see you and happy to see you smiling.
Thank you.
And you're really a hero. Just keep it up. Like you said, moment by moment, day by day, lap by lap.
Yeah, that's what we can do.
Okay, thank you. Say hi to your friends out there.
Oh, hello people. If anyone watches, hello. I'm alive. I'm here in Jamaica, Queens. Send me a message. Hello. Send me a message on the internet site. Tell me something. Send me a yarn. Give me something.
Yeah, good.
That's my message.
All right.
Thank you.
Good going.